Hello, I'm Philip Bluestein with Healthcare Practice Advisors. I'm coming to you from my car today, and I'd like to talk to you about a very important topic, patient engagement. Now, patient engagement is something that runs through your whole healthcare practice from the moment you're contacted by a potential patient or a new patient to the visit, to follow-ups, to everything that happens until that person is no longer a patient of yours. So I want you to take a minute and really think about who, when it comes to getting new patients and onboarding new patients, really who is the most important person in the practice? I'll jump to the answer here. The most important person, arguably, is going to be that front office intake person. Well, what do I mean? Well, I've seen this a lot over the years, both in healthcare practices that I've worked with, and certainly even in my own office. Have you ever had an intake person that you've brought in, and practice is moving great, everything's going along fine, smoothly. Your patients are coming in, new patients are getting scheduled, everybody's all happy and everything, and then you have a change in staff. Maybe somebody leaves, or they're out on maternity leave, or you promote them to a different position in the office, or you have to let them go, or whatever. But you bring in a new person who's answering your phones and maybe working front desk, or you're changing, maybe you're using an answering service or something, and you make a change. And then all of a sudden, imagine this, all of a sudden, your number of new patients, consults, drops dramatically. Have you ever had that happen? I've seen it happen. I had that happen when I used to work with my ex-wife in her former office. We would bring somebody in sometimes, and suddenly there would be this dramatic change. And it doesn't really get better for a period of time. You think, well, maybe we can train, maybe they just don't know, maybe it's just a slow time of the year, etc. But you know what? It's usually not that. The wrong person in that position can kill your practice. I'll say that again. The wrong person in that position can kill your practice. People are calling up, and that really is their first experience with you and your office. So if you have somebody who answers the phone who doesn't follow your philosophy for the practice, or just isn't very good at it, isn't polite on the phone, or short with people on the phone, that will translate into who is going to actually schedule an appointment with you. It's going to make a difference overall in what patients, what kind of sense patients get about your practice. If a patient is calling up and they want to schedule and they're put on hold, which is not necessarily a problem, but if they're put on hold for a long time and your assistant is gruff with them, the person answering the phone is gruff with them or short with them. Yes, what do you want? Okay, I'll help you. Yes, let's get you scheduled. Well, you need to have this piece of information before you can schedule. No, you can't talk to the doctor. Okay, well, some of those things, obviously, there may be truth to that. Yes, they need certain pieces of information. Yes, we're probably not going to put them right through to the doctor with them. But that message that we give comes, it dictates how things are going to be. And if they get a bad feeling, they may still schedule, but if they have other options, they may not schedule with you. And if you're an office that has elective procedures, or you have a subscription plan for your patients, where you're doing those kinds of things, or you're not taking insurance, then those patients have some options. They may go somewhere else. And if they're not happy, if they don't get a good sense of it, a lot of patients will turn somewhere else, and that can just strangle your business. Now, it's not only just that. Say they do come in the door, they schedule. They've already got a bad impression of your office from your front office person. So, how does that affect other things? Well, they're going to come in, they're going to deal with that person, or even if they deal with other people when they come in, they've just got that negative impression, and now you have to make up for that. Where can all this lead? Well, the really scary part is before you know it, you're going to have a patient complaint, which nobody wants to receive. So the real issue is how we're going to handle this, how we're going to deal with an employee or deal with the front office and putting the right person in that position. So what does that mean? Well, we're going to have to spend some time and and be very careful about that hire. Sometimes you're in a hurry. I understand. Sometimes we just got to get the position filled. We got to get somebody there. But you need to take some time and find the right person for that position, because if you've got that wrong person in there, it can, like I said before, it can kill your practice. So that's just one part of patient engagement, but it's often, and arguably, some of the most important, or one of the most important aspects of patient engagement is really getting the right person in that position. I'm Philip Bluestein with Healthcare Practice Advisors, and I hope that you have found this information helpful. These are the kinds of things that we work with our clients every day to help them build, maintain, and protect their practices. This has just been one small piece of some of the things we work on with practice and patient engagement. We would love to have a conversation with you about how we can help you with your practice, with your healthcare practice. Our phone number is 720-420-1777. Again, I hope you found this helpful, and have a great day.